Let's try and do the last question of chapter 5. So we have y equal to -2 tan x over 2. So here we can see that we're going to have plus 0 at the back. So that will be our first step. So a is -2, b is 1 over 2. So just be careful. X over 2 is bx. So note that this is 1 over 2x, which is equal to bx. Therefore, b is 1 over 2. And d is 0. Therefore, AB will be -2 times 1 over 2, which is -1, and this is negative value. Thus, our graph will look like this. So it's going to be a staircase going downward, and the inflection point is at 0, and we're going to have the vertical asymptote. For the period, it's going to be pi over modulus b, and we know that b is half. Therefore, modulus b is also half. Therefore, period is 2 pi. That means the distance between vertical asymptotes is 2 pi. For the second step, we need to find the phase shift. So take everything inside bracket and then you let it equal to 0. Therefore, we need to times everything by 2 and we'll get x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means that there is no phase shift. So the graph stays where it is originally. And the third step is to find the vertical asymptote using this inequality. And in order to change x over 2 to become x, we're gonna times everything here by 2. And we'll get x is between -pi and pi. So that will tell you the position of your vertical asymptote. So now let's try and sketch. So this is the basic shape and the period is 2 pi. So the graph goes downward like this, and the inflection point is at the origin. This will be our vertical asymptote. Next is the phase shift. So there's no phase shift, so our graph stays right here. And then don't forget to duplicate our graph on the left hand side and the right hand side. Now to label. Okay, note that the period is 2 pi. And we already know that the vertical asymptote is between -pi and pi. So this will be -pi. And this will be pi. And the period is 2 pi. So if this is 0, this will be -2 pi, and this will be +2 pi. So don't forget to label our graph as y. Now to find the domain, don't forget that the domain is x must not equal to n times the period plus the vertical asymptote. So it's going to be x must not equal to n times p, and p is 2 pi. So n times 2p, you must simplify it. So it's going to be 2np. And then we're going to add with the vertical asymptote. For the vertical asymptote, you're just going to take a look at the vertical asymptote right here and take the positive value. So the positive value is pi. So that's how you find the domain. And for range, it's going to be from -infinity until +infinity. So that's how you find the domain and range for this question.